Hello, welcome back. Today in math, we're going to be practicing thinking addition to help us subtract. Remember, you don't need to do anything other than focus and try and help me solve these problems as we go, okay? Okay, let's review what it means to think addition to help us subtract. So if we want to find 15 minus 7, one way to subtract is to think about addition. So to find 15 minus 7, you can think 7 plus how many more is 15? Or 7 plus what equals 15? The missing number is the same in both equations. So 7 plus something equals 15 is the same as 15 minus 7 equals something. The something, that number, they're going to be the same. So in 7 plus something equals 15 and 15 minus 7 equals something, the missing number are going to be the same number. You know the addition fact, 7 plus 8 equals 15. So if we know 7 plus 8 equals 15, then you also know the subtraction fact, 15 minus 7 equals 8, because the missing number is going to be the same. See how they're both 8? Okay, so let's go practice. We are doing the subtraction problem 13 minus 9. If we start with 9 yellow counters, then we can add red counters until we get to 13. So we start with 9 and then we go 10, 11, 12, 13. We added on 4 red counters. Now we have a total of 13 counters. So 9 plus 4, so 9 plus 4 more equals 13, which means 13 counters minus 9. If we cross off these 9 yellow ones, we're going to have 4 left. So our missing numbers are the same. We thought about this addition fact to help us solve the subtraction problem 13 minus 9. Let's look at the one on the bottom. We're doing 17 minus 8. So if we start with 8 yellow counters, we need to count on until we get to 17. We need to think 8 plus how many more equals 17? So if we go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, okay, and we drew those counters, we have 8 here, and we know that 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 more equals 17. So 8 plus 9 more equals 17, which means if we start with 17 counters and we cross off 8 of them, like we crossed off these 8 yellow ones, we're going to have 9 left. Okay. It's a little bit tricky, you guys. If this doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. Do your best to follow along, but you guys, when you are doing subtraction problems, you don't have to use this strategy unless they ask you to, okay? So if you come up to so if you are working on a subtraction problem, you can use whatever strategy that you want to, as long as it works for you, okay? But we're going to practice this one so we can put it in our toolbox to help us out in the future. Let's do a few more problems. We're doing 14 minus 8. So 14 minus 8 equals something. We can also think of this as an addition problem and say 8 plus some number more equals 14. Do you guys know 8 plus how many more equals 14? Do you know how many? I'll give you a second to think. 8 plus what equals 14? 6. 8 plus 6 more equals 14, which means 14 minus 8 equals 6. So sometimes it can be really helpful to think about what addition fact can I use, because you probably know a lot of your addition facts, but you might get stuck on some subtraction ones. Use that addition knowledge that you have. Let's do this one. We have 9 minus 7 equals something. So we can think, let's make it into an addition problem. 7 plus how many more equals 9? So think about that, friends. 7 plus what equals 9? How many more? It's just 2 more, right? So 7 plus 2 equals 9, which means 9 minus 7 equals 2. Those numbers are going to be the same, those missing numbers. Let's practice with a word problem. It says, Matthew has 11 toy trucks. He sells 8 of them to his friend. How many toy trucks does Matthew have left? So our problem is 11 minus 8. He started with 11 toy trucks and then he sold 8 of them, so he got rid of 8 of them. We have to subtract the 8, okay? So 11 minus 8 equals something. Let's change that into an addition problem to help us. 8 plus how many more equals 11? So how about that, friends? 8 plus how many more equals 11? If you got to this addition fact, friends, you could even count on to help you. You could say 9, 10, 11. You could count on if you needed to. So 3 more, right? 8 plus 3 equals 11, which means 11 minus 8 equals 3. He will have 3 toy trucks left. Okay, this is our last problem today. It says, Mrs. Brown has 14 pencils. She gives 7 of them to Miss Nichols. How many pencils does Mrs. Brown have left? So if I start with 14 pencils, and I'm giving away 7 of them, that means I'm subtracting 7. And I'm going to see how many I have left, right? So how can we make this into an addition problem? Think about that first. What addition problem can we make? 7 plus something, right? 7 plus how many more equals 14. And I hope you know this one because this is a doubles fact that we've been working with. So 7 plus what equals 14? 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7 equals 14, which means 14 minus 7 equals 7. I will have 7 pencils left. You crushed it today, friends. Go ahead, hop on Google Classroom and complete that short little subtraction quiz. Remember subtraction today, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a brand new Fluency math game. Bye, friends. See you tomorrow.